And we're back. I'd like to welcome you guys back to the Stat Junkies podcast. Once again, it's hosted by the Stat Guru, aka your favorite sports podcaster. And I'm glad to say we got the crew back tonight. We got Big Mike on the on the phone. We got Coach Kai, and we got Gentry. Everybody say what's up.
What's
What
up,
up,
What
what up,
everybody?
up?
world? What up, world?
Man, it's nice to have everybody back. Feels good. I think it's been a what, like 3, 4 pods since the whole crew's been back together.
At
Mhm.
least. I'll say it's been
Making
about
our
that
way
at
through
least.
life obstacle course.
And I'd like to welcome in
Hey,
all the audio listeners to Stat Junkies podcast. But yeah, y'all been too good for us. Like, nah, y'all just been busy with baseball and everything. I get it. How's that been
Nah,
going?
you said it right. You said it right. I've
Wow,
been too good for y'all.
that's crazy. But nah, how's baseball going? That,
I mean, I could say it's going pretty good. The season's winding down. We only got two tournaments left.
the boy,
Rec League, he's about to start playoffs this week, so we're winding down.
your boy
Then, of
killing it.
course, I just found out he made the All Star team, so he must be doing something right.
Hey, round of applause, round of applause. I'll go ahead, give it up for him. That's what's up. That's what's up.
Facts.
I
How's
was
it?
like, yeah, so he must be doing something right if they want to keep have him keep playing baseball.
Hey, we love to hear that. Kai, how's it going on the coaching end, man? How's the you? Know what? Actually, go ahead and start off the pod with what you were telling me about earlier. I think that's
Oh
what you need
yeah,
to start with.
shout out to my boy Cam Allen, Wright State. Uh, 7 innings perfect. He's one of our force guys.
Hey,
Shout out to
big
you.
shout
You're a
out.
viral sensation now, man.
Hold up, round of applause for him.
Shout out to
Round of
him for
applause for
real.
him too. Hey, I can't believe they pulled him in a no-no, in a perfect. I
They
can't
did.
believe they pulled him.
They did pull him. They did
Oh wait,
pull him.
that was one of your kids?
Bro,
That was a
yeah,
force kid. Yeah.
Kai coaching
Oh,
him.
that's crazy. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's why we talking about it, bro. That's what's crazy
Yeah,
about it.
big shout out.
He was telling us that before the pod. Had to talk
Yes,
Yeah,
about
sir.
it.
big shout out. I didn't realize he was a horse. He's force.
Yes, sir. He's force family, so
Yeah,
definitely got to
big
give
shout
him
out to him.
his flowers.
Absolutely. There's another one who's part of the Force family. Big ups to him. That was a crazy game. I watched that one.
A viral sensation. Now he gonna get. He can go somewhere. He gonna somebody. If he want to leave, he probably can leave now.
He's a freshman, man. He's a freshman doing that.
That's
He's a
nasty work.
freshman too? That's
That's
crazy.
nasty
Hmm.
work. Round of applause again for him. Hold it. Time out. One more time. He deserved it. One more time,
Yeah, no, for real. Big ups to him.
man. But I guess we gotta start off with first. We gonna start off with. We gonna stick with basketball at the beginning, especially since the finals is going on right now. But we're gonna talk about NBA second. First, I want to give a little limelight. Always got to shout out to W. And I got a couple teams for us to talk about because normally we talk about Caitlin Clark and we talk about Asia Wilson, but we got to talk about their supporting cast because one's got help and the other one they're in trouble. It's looking kind of shaky to fill y'all in. The ace. We all know Asia amazing, right? No argument there.
Hmm. Yeah, no argument there. Her new shoe is dope too, by the way. I don't know
Hey,
if y'all seen that.
I have. Hey, them women's shoes are looking kind of raw. The Sabrinas look good too.
I was like, I would play in some Asians. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Hey, Bam was,
Yeah, right.
but I know you know this player, Michael Jewel Lloyd,
Yep, Drew Lloyd. I know who that is.
dog, right?
Starting point guard. Yeah, she's a dog. Some call her the point guard.
19 points. She averaged about 19 points in her career. Guess how much she going for right now?
Mm-hmm.
8.
Damn, she only got 8.
Bro, she only averaging, if you round up, 9 points a game.
Dang. Yeah, I ain't gonna get it done.
That's her help. And you got some other players like Jackie Young. Got to give a shout out to her. She averaging 16.1. Big shout out to her. But Jewel Lloyd, what are you doing? You're a point guard, as they like to call you. You used to average 19 last year. Where you at this year? Time to wake up. I love wake up calls. You got to step up because Asia needs help. Ugh, that was nasty. That was a nasty dunk right there. And the other team we got to talk about is the Fever, real quick. We all know about Caitlin Clark. We got to pay attention to Mitchell, Boston, and Howard. I'm telling you guys, even without Caitlin right now, the Fever might be able to make a little run here, especially once they get Caitlin back. They got some help.
Oh, for sure. I mean, well, Kelsey Mitchell and Aaliyah Boston, that's a big three, basically, if you really think about it. But but Kelsey Mitchell had a bit of a down year last year, and so did Aaliyah Boston, honestly. I'm gonna blame it on just trying to get the team chemistry going, but they're playing much better this year.
You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. But now, let's get to what everybody wants to talk about. How'd y'all feel about game one of the finals?
Man,
Ali,
I mean,
Hey,
what
one.
the Hallie? What the Hallie Burton?
I feel they shouldn't. I feel they let the Pacers stick around. And when I was watching the game, I'm like, man, listen, I can already tell. They missing shots. You know what I mean? They turn the ball over. I'm like, listen, SGA wasn't hitting. I'm like, look, if they let the Pacers stick around in the second half, they might win. But I went to sleep. I'm thinking they did win.
Hey, I turned the game off. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie. I turned it off.
But,
Listen,
I
ask
made
the Cavaliers, ask the Knicks.
I
They'll
made
tell you what
I made a
happens in the
post.
fourth.
did make a post.
He did. I saw it too. He said this one's about to get ugly.
yeah, I feel they let them stick around though.
Like I said, ask the Cavs, ask the Knicks. They'll tell you what happens when you let Indiana hang around. They're both at home right now because of them.
Hey, you know what the real.
Tyrese Halliburton is the clutchest
I
player
mean,
to
I'll
ever
tell you
step
them.
foot on a
They,
basketball
Hey,
court.
that's who we
I
need to
mean,
talk about. Go ahead, Kai. What was that stat you
all I
had?
want to
13 of 15 on game winners this year. 13 of
that's
15.
insane.
listen,
That is
I
insane,
got
bro.
an
tough to
I got
tell.
another one for you. NBA players in the play-by-play era to record 3 game winning shots with 5 or few seconds left in a game in a single playoff run. Only one person. Halliburton.
That's also crazy as hell. That's crazy as
Mm,
hell.
mm, mm.
You telling
Like I
me?
said, he's putting up. He's on like a 2K my career run right now. Like it's crazy.
Hey, you called that man overrated, and he
Tough.
said, "All right, watch this. Watch me cook."
Who was? I want to know who was the player that called him overrated. Like, stop being anonymous and come out and say it. Who was it?
Yeah,
Because
because
I want to
I
talk.
mean, well,
We
dang,
need to
Who
talk.
called him
where's all of
overrated?
this at? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you ain't said shit since this started. Where is he at? I need to talk to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Don't be
I mean,
anonymous. Say it
funny
with your
though, but
chest.
he do it quietly. You know what I mean? And obviously, look, don't give him the ball in the last seconds. You feel me? To see what's gonna happen.
Like I get Jalen Brunson Clutch Player of the Year, but because he would go for like 20 in the fourth. But man, oh man, Halliburton, the run he's on, crazy. And they are getting
Yeah,
kind of smacked up this game right now. I don't know if
I
y'all all
mean,
tuned in.
but
It is
yeah,
42
but
27.
I
I mean,
mean,
I
hey, listen,
expected the Thunder to
they
come back
they
and run
gotta
this one.
demolish them though. Obviously, they can come back from 20.
Well, that's because
You
people,
know,
you
they
have
done did
people
it
like Neesmith.
multiple times.
What was that? The point guard that hit that shot. Uh, it wasn't Nemhard. Was it Nemhard? Is that his name?
It might
Yeah,
have
it's
been,
probably
yeah, it's
Nimhard.
name hard.
It's if
Yeah,
it ain't
I
Neesmith,
know
it's
what you
been
mean.
Nimhard.
Yeah, it was them.
Yeah, it's name hard.
Hit that step back three because I was watching I saw a clip where Steven Jackson was watching it live with somebody, and he was saying, "Ain't nobody gonna take that shot." Nemhard stepped back, drained it. Steven Jackson said, "Y'all know about his game. Y'all know what they like in Indy," and I think that's true now. I think we're starting to see it. Like we might all have slept too much on Indiana.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not get confused. I still think OKC is going to win this one,
Nah,
but
I'm
Oh,
on Indian
yeah, they
six.
gon' they gon' they gon' they gon'
Indian
DTA
7.
them for sure. But this is they this where it's I don't know. I mean they done showed me different.
oh yeah, I was
That's
definitely wrong about them.
so
Don't get me wrong.
they definitely showed me different.
Indian 6.
I give him game 7.
Indian six,
I give him
I
game
don't
7.
think
Indian
that's going to happen.
6.
hell nah. OKC and five.
You so
No,
you
I'm not going to say. I'm not going to say five because I think it's hard as hell to win in Indiana. So I think OKC is going
Yeah,
to struggle a little bit. I can see it going to six, but I think OKC is going to win it.
yeah.
I can see it going to seven.
hey, you
Probably,
wanna know
I don't think it might. It could possibly
you wanna know another player
for
also on
sure.
Indiana that I don't think gets enough credit? Pascal Siakam. Looking at his
Yeah.
resume,
Yeah,
G League Finals MVP,
yeah.
G League champion, NBA Most Improved Player, NBA champion, Eastern Finals MVP, 3-time All Star, 2-time All NBA. It's a pretty good.
Man,
That's a
listen,
pretty good resume
Siakam
right
that
there.
boy.
I mean, he won the championship with in
Raptor.
Toronto. Let's
Yep.
not forget that.
And he was one of the good. Like
And he's
he was getting buckets too.
yeah, him and Kawhi Leonard.
But I don't think he gets enough credit for the all the because he's not big and strong, but he gonna shoot over top of you. That middy's nasty.
He's skilled. He's skilled and he's quick, so he can move around to slower defenders to go get a offensive rebound, or if he
Right.
needs to step
He
out
ain't
for a
too
shot,
big.
he could do that.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
But he quick. He can move on
but
his
he's
feet.
quick.
We like to see that. Now I got a question. How do y'all feel about the Knicks firing Tom Thibodeau? Michael, we'll go with you first because I feel like you've always hated
I think it's
Thibodeau.
wild. I have hated Thibodeau since he did what he did to Derrick Rose, but I still think it's crazy to me that you take a team to the Eastern Conference Finals and then lose your job. Like that's a little wild to me.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
I don't think Thibodeau. Thibodeau's a good coach. I
Yeah.
don't like the way he runs his players because he runs them to the ground. But I do like it's hard for me to sit here and say he should have got fired when he just took his team to the Eastern Conference Finals back to back years.
Hey, look, I feel they don't care about it. All right, they do, man.
It's New
They
York.
don't
You
got
ain't winning
Obviously
that
not.
some
championship.
coaches.
You ain't getting him to the finals.
I say obviously not because my man doesn't have a job today.
Kai, how do you feel about it? You've been quiet about this. How do you feel about it?
I think it's absolutely absurd.
Yep.
If he doesn't have a job, I know about 16 other 16 other coaches that shouldn't have a job too.
Facts. Facts.
I
I
mean,
agree with
you're
that.
not wrong. You're not wrong. Now, how do you feel about them showing interest in Jason Kidd?
I like
I
Jason
think
Kidd.
it's- I like
Yeah,
Jason Kidd, but
yeah.
I don't think that's gonna be the answer to their problems.
You
I
don't
don't
think
think.
that's a savior for New York?
I don't.
Nah,
See, I think what's gonna save them is you gotta have more than a 6-man rotation, man. They look gassed against Indy. Indy did nothing but move the ball,
Hmm.
tire them out, and that was the problem with Chicago. If you think about it,
that's what I'm saying. That's Tom Thibodeau. That's how he runs his teams.
thank you.
I don't like it. I hate it. But that's how he runs his teams.
You gotta have more than a
Um,
6-man rotation in today's basketball with the way that everybody's building their roster around three,
You
four,
got
five
to.
people.
Yeah, it's a 6-man award. You got to have a 6-man.
You gotta have at least 7. You gotta at least play
You
8. You
got
gotta be
to.
able to substitute 2. Hey,
I
even
would say at least 8 or 9. Yeah, for sure.
Mouth Boy Mac, your boy Kai, he said you need to bench. You need a bench with at least 3 good players, and that's facts.
Yeah,
You
I agree with that.
you gotta at least have 2 or 3 that can come off the bench. Because if not, your whole team gonna be gassed by the fourth quarter. Especially you play a team that moves the ball like Indiana. It's over.
Well, that's
In
the
the second
game. That's the
heartbeat.
game plan. Anytime they play a team that Thibodeau coaches, you just know we'll run them till they're ragged. and they don't have anyone else ready. So that's what you do against these teams. That's why I said it's crazy that he got fired after the Eastern Conference Finals, but I never thought he was that great of a coach.
All right, so everybody
No,
I
I
think's in
just
agreement. He
I
don't.
don't think it's a good standard to set in the NBA though. You know,
Right. That's I agree. Like he shouldn't have got fired. I
Yeah,
mean, you take your team to Eastern Conference Finals back to back years and you lose your job. That's crazy to me.
you're not wrong here. Your boy said even the Bulls had that and couldn't win championships without a bench.
Yep, it's true.
You're not so, but we're
That was
all
his problem in Minnesota too.
you're not wrong, but we're all in agreement. He shouldn't have been fired, especially for taking your team to back conference finals.
No.
Maybe does he need to expand his rotation? Yes. But the fire dude, now you're
Right.
just showing if you don't get to the finals, you're not going to keep your job.
Right. Which, like Kai said, that's a terrible standard to set
I mean,
in the
Corey
NBA right now.
and Corey did. My boy Corey said, I mean, coaches win championships and still get fired. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
That is true.
The
Mike
NBA is
Malone also doesn't have a job right now.
the past five. I think I what was the one pod I said? The past 4 or 5 NBA championship coaches don't have a job right now. Of the last
That's
4
wild.
championship winners. So the NBA right now is just a
Like,
hard spot to keep a job. From what I'm learning,
so, like, what do you have to do to keep your job? Like, be
you
You
Greg
feel me?
build a
Do you,
Popovich?
dynasty.
right,
Build a dynasty, I guess.
right.
Yeah, like,
Man.
that's the only way you could do it. But you
You're,
have, how are you going to build a dynasty if you're getting fired after 2 years?
Got to do it
right.
in. I
yeah, you
mean,
got
You
plenty of
That's not even
time.
no. That's not even no time.
you feel me? Because like Steve
right.
Curry
Like,
got
even
lucky. He
Greg
walked into his
Popovich.
shit. Excuse my
Yeah.
language.
But, like, if you think about it, like, Greg Popovich with the Spurs, he didn't win it the first 2 years. They were bad at that first year.
Bro, they had a losing
And they
record
were
the first two
okay the
years.
second year. Right.
Yeah.
And then they got the pieces in place, and then he built the dynasty. So it doesn't happen in 1 year. You got to take time.
It needs at least 3 years because you got to get the star, then you got to get the help. So that's gonna take 1 year to get the star and get him established. You're the number one. Then the second year, you're getting him help. All right, what pieces work? Then that
Mhm.
third year, that's when you really get to see, all right, what did I do these past 2 years? In my opinion.
Yep. The third year, you should take a step forward, and then see if what you're doing is working. Like 100%.
Then
I
if it's
agree.
not at least 3 to 4 years, you should get 3 to 4 years. After that, I understand if you want to part ways if they don't get past the conference finals. I get it, but 2 years and you were winning too, like you were dominant at one point in time.
Yeah. Yeah. And
It
it
don't
ain't
make
like
sense.
he was losing.
Yeah. Right.
Like, oh,
No, that's just a
that's
bad move.
wild.
But also, I got another take. Adam Silver said that the NBA he realizes is no longer entertaining. So his answer is expansion talks. He wants to bring in more teams,
But
but
how is that going to help the entertainment
overseas,
value?
I think, and stuff too, like
Right.
expansion overseas. I hold up. I got it pulled up on my phone. Give me a second. Go ahead and talk about it, then I'll get the
I mean,
actual thing.
I, I mean, yeah. While you pull that up, here's my question though: is like, how is adding more teams going to help the entertainment value? Like we're just going to watch, and they're
Exactly.
not even going to be good because they're expansion teams. So we're going to watch more crappy teams, and that's going to change the entertainment value.
You want to change the
I mean,
entertainment value, you simply cut the schedule in half.
I mean, they done made him slow.
All right.
I
Hold up. Hold
guess.
up. I got
Like,
you. He said,
cut the schedule in half. Go
"Go ahead."
ahead.
All right. All right. You ready? Before, and then we'll go ahead and go back
Yeah, go
on to
ahead.
cut the schedule. He said, I'd said the current sense is we should be exploring expansion. I don't think it's automatic, but it depends on your perspective of the future of the league. Expansion in a way of selling equity in the league. If you believe in the league, you don't necessarily want to add partners. On the other hand, we recognize there's an underserved markets in the United States and elsewhere. I think markets that deserve to have NBA teams probably if we were to expand more than we can serve.
Yeah, that's to me. That said nothing about the entertainment value. That just said there's teams out there that there's cities out there that should have more teams, which I agree with. They need to put another team back in Seattle. I agree, but
Yeah,
that didn't say anything to me about
You're not helping
entertainment value.
what the NBA actually needs.
Yeah, right.
Hey, the one my one boy commented the NBA best option is to grab a Netflix deal.
I mean, not wrong.
But
I'm like not wrong for real.
now back to I
Yeah,
think it was Kai. You were saying about cut the league down in half. So we're saying Adam Silver, you're
yeah.
stupid for expansion for thinking that way. What ways are you thinking? We'll go with Kai first, then we'll go Mike and Gentry. What ways would you guys do to think to help the NBA right now? Because it definitely needs help. Y'all can go ahead
You
and
have to
comment too.
yeah, you have to cut the schedule in half. I mean, more star players than ever are sitting out 30, 40, 50% of games in a season. The workload's just too much. You're playing 160 basketball games. You're going to be, your body's drained, you can't play all 160 games. So
Well, I think
you got to cut the schedule in half,
it's more like 130 because it's an 82 game
or
season.
100. Okay, 130.
If you go deep in the
Still, you're
playoffs,
not
which
playing
is
all
right.
100.
That's still a
You're not
lot.
playing all 130. Yeah, that's insane.
Like baseball has 162, and that's a much less like taxing
I
on the
think they
body
should cut that
sport.
schedule too, but that's a whole different story.
We can
Yeah,
talk
that's a
about that
different
later. We
topic.
can talk about we'll save that for later in the pod.
Um, but yeah, and nobody wants to buy tickets to a game to realize that they're watching five bench players start. It kills the entertainment. It kills it kills fans wanting to watch the game. And quit the bitching, man. I can't stand it.
You see,
I can't stand
you're not wrong. And
the
The NBA
the the,
tried.
the flop era.
Yeah,
I
we
can't stand the flop era.
screwed the flop era, but the NBA
Hmm.
tried to put a little penalty on sitting out. You can't win the major awards or anything, but I don't think they really care about that. I don't think certain players
No
really
one
care.
cares about these awards. They don't
Cut
care.
that money. They're gonna get real upset when you start taking real money from them.
Exactly. There it is. There it is.
That's
He
what you
said
think,
it.
Mike? That's what you going with?
That's exactly what I was about to say. I do agree. So I mean, I'm a bit more old school because I'm older, and like I think you should be training your body to play 82 games. In my opinion,
You're not
like you
wrong.
know what the NBA consists of. If you're going to, your goal is to make it to the NBA. You know what it is. Like you should be training yourselves to be ready for that. But if it does help the entertainment value, I'm cool with cutting the season in half. But because, like I said, nobody wants to go. Like, if I pay my hard-earned money to go see to buy gas tickets, I expect to see Donovan Mitchell and everybody play. I don't want to go there and find out Ty Jerome is playing instead of Donovan Mitchell. Like, that's not who I signed up to play to go watch.
I agree with you, McCoy.
Um,
I agree with you, McCoy.
but I agree with Kai on the flopping. The flopping is what is really killing it, to be honest, because a lot of people are turned off by it. Like nobody wants to go there and see a bunch of grown men just fall all over the floor and cry. Like
Bro,
nobody wants to see that.
all I hear about is the old people at work, and no offense to the old people, but you know, the older guys at work, they be talking all the time, and I know they don't really watch it, but all they talk about is flop this, LeBron flopping, this dude flopping, SGA is a flop, is another one
Foul
that needs to
merchant.
be, yeah, foul merchants need to be watched too, all right? Flop artists and foul merchants, I'm getting tired of them. I did not need another James Harden in the league.
Yeah, facts. But yeah, that's what the game is geared towards though right now. So they need to gear the game back away from that. Um, in my opinion, and this is just me being me. Like I said, I'm a little older. I think we need legitimate big men again. I think we need like some Shaqs or like some Alonzo Mornings. Like
Prime
we need to
Dwight.
shy away. Yeah, like we need to shy away from just chucking threes. Because that's another thing to me that's pulling the like.
Bro,
What was it? Boston had like 25 missed threes in like a quarter.
yeah. Yeah,
The one game, the one game.
if you're not
So
shooting
like,
40 threes to
I
50 threes a game, you're not. Are you a real NBA team right now?
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think we need to cut away from the threes, and we need to start bringing back traditional big men. Like, I want to see someone down low dominating the paint.
Now, Gentry, you heard both. You heard both Michael and Kai. How do you feel? Do you agree with them? Do you got something different to add?
Hell no, shit. I'm with it. Cut the season in half. Let them fucking, excuse my French. Let them play basketball. Quit blowing the whistle every 2 seconds.
And cut the
But
money if they want to sit out more than 5 games. Now you get not lose some money unless you're legitimately hurt. Like
right,
you have the doctor, this, that, and the third, the league doctor come look at you and you hurt. You get 5 games to sit out for
right.
sick
You
days.
yeah.
Then
Cause now it's to the point they got the minutes. Everybody got to play now.
you feel me, and
Hmm.
also
Okay,
you're
you
allowed to
it ain't
leave
no
for
sitting out.
family reasons. You know, you have a kid or something. You gotta always give time for that.
All
Hey,
right, of
now
course, of course.
we got a little conversation going on in the comments. Want to fill you guys in. McCory said Kobe talked all the time about why he tried to never miss a game was for the fans, and I think teams and players also need to realize that it's more about the fans too, not just them. But then Will said
Right.
it needs to go back to the '80s and '90s rule, back when the league was most popular.
But then again, I'm right. But then again, they don't make them like they Kobe and them. You feel me?
They
So
don't. Well, yeah, I think that's the problem. It's like the mindset has got away from, like, if you really think about it. I mean, look at the WNBA. They were struggling for so long because they didn't have any fans. So the reason why they're able to make these millions of dollars and everything, everyone could be so successful, is because of the fans. So without fans, they're not going to be able to make all that money. I mean, just like what's going on in the WNBA, they don't have any fans, and
So
that's why they've been struggling for as long as they've been struggling.
you're not, and I think you guys all hit the hit it right on the head right there. You know, shorten the season, cut the pay they want to keep sitting out. And I do agree with Michael. I would love to see some more traditional big man, or in a sense, more
Hmm.
slashers and more people trying to finish inside. Because you don't got to give me all just big men. But I'm tired of seeing just three. Steph Curry was a once in a lifetime player. You got some other players that can shoot the ball like him. I'm not going to say as good as him because he's the greatest shooter ever, but not
Yep.
everybody is Steph Curry. You have to realize that.
Yeah.
Just because you can make 1 3 out of 10 does not mean you shoot 20. It's just simple.
Facts.
It's that simple. If
Yeah,
you can't
facts.
go stand with a hand in your face and make 20 in a row, you shouldn't shoot 5 threes in a game.
Yeah, I want to see somebody rise up and dunk on somebody. I need some Vince Carters.
Bro, that's
That's
when the
when the
league
game
was,
was fun.
bro,
When
I
you were
want to,
seeing like,
yes.
Another thing I want to add, I need some good rivalries, like some
yes,
bad blood between some teams, man.
we're talking like Lakers Celtics in the early
hit that
eight,
one
like in the
hard.
I,
'80s.
What happened to
I
the
need,
rivalry?
yeah,
Yeah,
there's everyone's playing for that contract, man.
or they're all trying to talk to each other to form a super team. Like, no, I
Yeah,
need
or ring
actual.
chasing.
Right. Come over to my
Yep.
house, huh?
That's why I'm liking
I
the
mean, you
whole,
can still
No,
come over, but still, nah, I don't want to. I don't want to be on your team. So, you
that's why
know
I'm
what I
liking,
mean?
no,
you got a couple forming
I
now.
want
That's
bad
another
blood.
thing that's killing it.
It
You feel
is.
me?
It is.
They done took
It
the
is killing the
rivalries
league.
out of it.
Like Mike and Isaiah still aren't don't talk to each other to this day.
You feel,
You
so
need
come
that
on
bad
now.
blood. Bring it back. Like, remember,
Yes.
even
Like I
back
want
when
to
like Paul
see
Pierce and LeBron, if
rivalries.
we want to go more recent, Pierce hates LeBron to this day. Talks so much shit on LeBron because they
Exactly.
gave
That's
him
what we're looking for. I'm
problems.
talking like the bad blood between the Pistons and the Bulls back in the day, or like when Magic was playing the Celtics. Like they hated each other. That's what we need to see.
You can go sing "Kumbaya" afterwards. I don't care what you're doing afterwards, but for me, when you get on the court, I need you to cut the bull. Cut the bull. All right, play like you hate the
Yeah,
man.
absolutely.
You can go
Absolutely.
to his fire, go hang out with his kids later in the off season. Keyword off season. During the season
Right. But when
is nothing.
it's go time.
I don't want to see you. I
What's
Right.
don't want
up?
to hear from you. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want nothing to do with you after the season. We can go ahead and chop it up. Have the families go. The banana boat crew, whatever you want. I don't care. But that's off season. That's where it should stay. Point blank. Period.
Yeah, no, Kai, I gotta give Kai credit on that one because he hit the nail on the head. Like, I need to see players hate each other again. Like they rather die than play with that team or let that team beat them.
Hold up.
That's what I need to see.
Did I just read that right? Nick Chubb likely
Right.
heading to the Texans.
I can see that.
Whoa.
I can see that. That wouldn't be a bad. That's not a bad move for them either.
That popped up on the NFL thing at the bottom of the screen, so you know it's legit. You know it's
Oh yeah,
legit,
it's right there. Yep, I see it. It just popped up. Could you imagine? They
bro.
already have Joe Mixon. So
And
you
he's
got Joe Mixon and
and
now you
he's
got Nick
already
Chubb
back
running
to
that shit.
squatting 500 pounds. He's already back to squatting that crazy
Alright.
ass weight. Excuse my language. But
That's crazy, bro.
but all right, let's finish up on this NBA real quick because I think we really done hit everything. This was a good one about the NBA. I love this one. But all in all, hey, Indy started coming back in this towards the end of the second half,
Yeah, yeah, they're only down. What 18 right now?
and it was worse. It was it was a lot worse.
The fact that we're saying only 18, Indian 6, man.
I mean, you got a
I,
point. I
I mean,
mean,
Come on. You just answered the question. Indian 6. Stop BSing, man.
I
I
mean, with that
can't argue
logic, we
with
can't
it.
really argue.
If we're really saying the
We did
Pacers
just
can
say
come back
only
right now,
19. They've done it 3 times already, so like it's hard to say they can't.
yeah, they're down 18 right now. I have, and they're both only shooting 32% from the 3 point line right now. 7 to
I'm
22
telling
and
you right
seven to
now,
18.
if they do it again, Indies win the series. I'll say it 5. If they do it again, Indies in 5.
All right, all right, all right. Now I'm glad we got you here, Mike, and Kaya, honestly, because I first want to talk about this college softball playoffs or finals or whatever they call the whole thing.
College World. It's the Women's World Series.
Because I first want to talk about Nigeria, Nigeria,
Kennedy.
Kennedy. Yep,
Nigel Kennedy.
she was the first person to sign $1 million for softball, right?
Mm-hmm.
She just inked another seven figure deal.
I mean, she deserves it. What do you mean? She's out here. She single-handedly carried that Texas Tech team. Um, like I said, the Texas Tech team. She played the biggest lead she had in the whole World Series was 3 runs. That was it. That was the biggest lead she had, and she pitched every single pitch of the series until the last game because she just got tired out.
Yeah,
But
I tuned into that. I was like, damn, that score is kind of high. I was like, she probably got gas finally. She threw over like 500 consecutive innings.
well, yeah, and she pitched 3 days in a row, which I don't care if you're a softball pitcher, baseball pitcher. 3 days in a row is a lot.
But you're telling me
Is a
softball ain't got
lot.
a
So
second pitcher that's at least close
no,
to her
they
level?
do. No, they do. The coach. I blame this loss on the coach.
I
He was
know.
trying to ride her a little too hard. Um, I mean, like I said, it doesn't matter how good she is. She still is a human. She needs a break. So I think he should have either went with someone else game 1 or went with someone else game 2
Hey, hey,
and brought her in relief
you're not
and then
wrong.
saved her for game 3. But he used her all 3 games. And the third game, she was just tired out. So she got beat up.
Hey, in the comments, they're calling her the new Jenny Finch. Actually, better in my
I mean,
opinion. And
I
McCoy
would say she's
said
better.
that's
They
what
call
I
her
McCoy
the
would say,
said.
Shohei of softball, man.
yeah, they really do. She's a Shohei of softball.
Cause she can hit too, can't she?
She
Yeah,
can hit as well. She can hit
launching
too.
softballs.
I think she had what, like 20 home runs or something like that on the year.
Launches softballs.
Jeez,
hmm
jeez.
Not one, not barely over the fence, like out of here. Like she crushed them.
That's that's
Yeah.
crazy. But and I'm glad that she's getting the recognition she deserves right now. Cause she's definitely everywhere. Everywhere I look, you see her. Hey, appreciate it, fellas. Appreciate it. But Yeah, no, you see her everywhere. Shoot, I was
Hey, but real quick, I got to shout out
okay,
Tegan Cavan too, because she's the Texas pitcher. She didn't give up a single run the entire
and that
World
would
Series.
see that leads into what I was just about to say. I was umping a 10U softball game, and one of the coaches stopped me, and all they could talk about, and I don't blame them, was the finals between Texas Tech and Texas, and then they also
Oh
talked
yeah.
about UCLA because apparently I think it was Texas beat them. I want to say,
Yeah, Texas beat
and
UCLA.
UCLA was like the reigning champs or something like that. Yeah, some good
I
team.
think so. I think they were the reigning champs.
So all I heard this week
No,
from
Oklahoma was. Oklahoma was
okay,
because they were
okay.
coming off the 4-peat.
Well, who beat Oklahoma?
Texas.
Ugh, ugh.
Texas beat them the first time, then Texas Tech beat them the second time. So they both beat them together.
Oh, so both teams are in the
Because
right to be
the
there. Basically, you dethrone
yeah,
the
because
champ.
the yeah, because the tournament is double elimination, so they both beat them to get there.
Okay, that was my other question because I saw teams lose, and then they play again, and I wasn't really sure because I'm not. I'll be the first to tell you I'm not hip to it. You put me on this year, that's why I tuned in a little bit. I'm definitely gonna be tuning in next year. I'm not gonna miss it. For y'all who are just tuning in, we're talking about the women college softball finals. That
So
it was
yeah,
must see TV. If y'all who didn't watch
It
it
it,
was.
was
tune
the
in next
most
year.
watched college. It was the most watched softball college World Series ever.
Yep.
Bro, because it was legit.
And it
Yeah,
was
what's coming up now? What's coming up? Coming up.
Gentry speaking to Mike.
also while we're talking about softball and everything like that. Also, got to give a huge shout out to the AUSL. The Pro League is just debuted this weekend,
Yeah, yeah,
so
I
I
did see
tuned
that.
into all the games.
How's it
I'm
looking?
very impressed with what they're doing. Very impressed with what they're doing. I'll be tuned in all season.
Hey, they got some fresh blood coming up too, from what I've seen from this playoff run. Hey, this crazy. We're just talking about that. That new softball league. I'm excited because I'm all about seeing growth in sports, and I'm definitely for the women's side of it just because I do got two girls at home, but I love to see it because they deserve the recognition. They deserve to have another step after college. Because especially for that one hitter who's just been nothing but walked her whole college career, you kind of just lost. You lost everything with being walked. I mean, I understand you're crazy good, but like you're kind of taking away from my last chance to play ball before this softball league really started to take off. If you think about it. That's how I was thinking about it when y'all told me she was just being
Hmm.
walked left to right. Like this is my last chance to play on
Yeah,
like the
and
big
she's
stage and
already
everything.
playing in the AUSL. Yeah, she's. I think she just hit a home run today. She's already playing in the AUSL.
As she deserves to be, the Babe Ruth, baby. But she can hit. She's terrifying.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I'll give it up to the female softball pitchers because I was trying to mimic their form a little bit, playing around. I couldn't get it at
Crazy.
first. I could not get that. And the different rules that come
No,
into play, it's a little tricky. I give
it
them
is. It's a
props.
little tricky.
You gotta can't rock back in certain things like that. Like I recently learned a lot this weekend over while I was umpiring because somebody really broke down what was allowed in pitching, what wasn't allowed, what step was allowed, what wasn't, and that's a lot. I thought it was just simple, you know, but it isn't. So I gotta give them props.
Man, listen, I coached it for 2 years, and I still don't know like all the rules. I know a little bit more, but I don't know all of the rules. I'll be the first to tell you.
Hey, and them slap bunt hitters, or I think that's what you call it. That footwork go crazy. Cause I be seeing the younger girls try it, and they be struggling to time it up and get the right step. But then you see one or two of them get it right, and it's crazy.
Yeah, if you get it right, it's deadly. Like it is deadly. That's why every team tries to have at least one or two.
You're not wrong. But now we do got to talk about the NFL. because we definitely first, and this is more geared towards Michael and Kai. Aaron Rodgers finally showed up to camp.
Yeah. Shit, y'all been, I mean,
No, no,
there's a
don't
lot been
start with me,
happening in
Gentry.
Atlanta.
Don't start trying to be the Mr. Positive for this.
What you mean? Y'all finally finding. Y'all was being patient. Y'all was being patient, all right?
Put him in a retirement home, man.
Wait, being patient for the like Aaron Rodgers. That's what we're being patient for. That's why I said don't get me started on that.
Bro,
I knew
look.
you gonna come in. I knew you were gonna come at me with that trying to
No,
be positive bull crap. We are not happy about that.
bro,
I'll speak for myself. I'm not happy about it.
Listen,
oh, you
we
not
gonna go.
happy about it?
No, we
You don't
going
want
10-7.
Rodgers?
We going
Oh,
10-7.
man.
That's gonna be
We
our
got to
best
talk
record.
about this.
That's all we gonna do with it.
Look, look.
McCoy, I'm with you. He a
He like
bum.
it.
He a bum. I'm with you.
Wow,
Bro,
dang,
he's
that's
washed.
tough
It's
though.
over. It's over.
Wash, bro.
You gotta know
Well,
when to
nigga, I
hang
was
it
Yeah,
up.
signing for a year
I'm
though.
more happy about starting Will Howard than I am about Aaron Rodgers, and we all know how I feel about Will Howard.
hey, Will Howard's been showing out in
Hey,
camp
he
from what I've
has
been
been.
hearing.
He has been. The man ain't from what the 2 days I saw. The man didn't throw one pick and only missed like 4 or 5 passes with like 5, 6 touchdowns.
Dang.
Yeah, like I said, from what I've been
Look,
seeing, he's been showing out.
they gonna have y'all already know what they gonna do.
And McCoy
They
saying,
gonna have him sit behind him for a little bit and start him.
Rodgers was done 6 years ago.
Dang, six.
I think that
Oh,
last 6 years is
that's
a little crazy,
wow.
but that
That's
last year in
crazy.
Green Bay, I think that was his last good year. I'll be honest. I think that last year in Green Bay was when he was done.
There's not enough ayahuasca and Percocets to bring back his career. Get him out of here.
Dang.
Told you, Gentry, get out of here with that bull, man. Hey, Corey,
Mm.
get out
Yeah,
of here with
man.
that.
That
That's not my
four-time
quarterback.
MVP,
We ain't
the
yelling. That's
four-time
our
MVP is
quarterback.
gone.
Yeah, ain't no
Nah, hell
Steelers
no.
fan out here. That's my quarterback. We
Wow.
ain't Terrell Owens out here. Nah, kick that man to the curb.
Look, I'll take Michael Vick back before I get excited about Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, and the be more accurate on Will Howard. No picks total and only 8 missed passes in OTA.
Yeah,
Shout
see,
out.
I
Thank you, McCoy, for that. Appreciate it.
I didn't want Will Howard either, but I'm more excited for what he about to do than Aaron Rodgers. Like I said,
Other than that, we obviously we talked about it last pod, but you guys weren't here. TJ Watt's still sitting out, but that's for a contract. We all know what that
I mean,
is.
he got to,
We better pay him.
yeah.
We better pay him.
Unload the bank account.
You don't drop a
Listen,
bag on him, I'm leaving to Baltimore, is all I'm saying.
Max out the credit cards.
the owners better come up out their pockets because that man better stay.
Then another red flag, DK Metcalf missing OTAs after he just inked a new contract. And it was a nice contract,
What the
too.
fuck is he? My bad, I didn't even
Bro,
say
you
that. But
know,
what is
you
he
know
sitting
that's
out
not.
for?
Well, no one knows yet. I couldn't find out more about it. All I know is that he did sit out the first day or two. I didn't know if he came back.
So So essentially, what we did was we traded leukemia because George Pickens was a cancer, and we traded him for lymphoma. Like that's basically what we did. Like that's all we did. We just got rid of one and picked up another. That's all we did.
Mm, mm, mm.
And then we went, bro. It
Well,
just,
this is y'all's team. I can't say nothing.
hey, this
But
might,
you already
hey,
know how they is on
I'm about to come
OTAs. They
join the
don't be
flock.
trying to show up for a minute. They,
As Sellers said, I'm
No,
joining the
listen, I'm
flock.
not. I'm pulling a. I'm pulling the Mark Jackson. What happened to the team I love?
Facts.
mm.
I don't
Mike
know.
Tomlin's out here getting soft on him.
Yeah, facts. Toughen up. What happened? I know the Mike Tomlin I know wouldn't allow this shit to happen.
no,
But
and I
yeah,
do agree.
basically the Steelers are a mess right now.
In the comments are saying DK is not as bad as Pickens. No, but bro,
No,
show
we
up the
know
camp.
that.
Show
That's
up the
what I'm
camp.
saying. We got man,
Yeah, we know
somebody
that.
should.
Then
We
how do
got a
we?
couple.
Like you just got a new deal. Why are you not at camp?
Okay, and now we're talking about
Now that's
people
crazy
not
though.
showing
He
up to
got the
camp
new deal done. Oh yeah,
for money issues and everything.
y'all
How do
know
we
how
feel
it
about
is.
Derek Carr retiring, saying he doesn't want to keep taking the Saints' money? It'd be wrong. He felt
I
bad, so he
mean,
said,
he's
"I'm gonna go
right.
ahead and retire. It's not right of me to take their money."
He's right. You shouldn't be getting paid to be a quarterback ever again. He's right, in my opinion.
Hey,
If he
mad
takes
respect to
another,
him for knowing his time, though. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
right. I give him
Because
credit
I
for
think he's
that.
only
I
34.
give him credit for that. Yeah, he's young. He definitely could have kept playing.
But
Listen, don't be a QB coach at Fresno State. They'll take him back.
Facts.
you ain't wrong.
Ooh, the
But I
shoulders was done
mad
though.
respect for him. And also, how do we feel about Saquon Barkley already dropping the eventually retirement would likely be out of nowhere? He said.
I mean, that's running backs don't have a long life.
Yeah, they don't got a long.
I was like, they don't last long. Look, we just talked about Nick Chubb. Look at the position he's in. I mean, his whole knee was blown up in national TV.
Shoot,
Twice.
So I
look
mean,
at J.K. They
And
don't
he's
let
yeah,
struggling to
right. Look
find
at
a home
J.K.
too.
Pickens go.
Yeah, right. Because of those two ACLs he tore. So I mean, yeah, running backs don't last long. We knew that. I'm not surprised that he said that. But again, shout out to him for not. The good thing with these players is that they're actually caring about
Their body and
what's life
stuff.
going to be like after football. Yeah. It's not just, oh, I got to play as long as I can. Like they know, like, hey, I got kids, I got family.
I get
I
the
want to still be able to be functioning
yes.
after football.
And I give them respect for not sitting out games, but knowing, hey, I gotta retire early, like Calvin Johnson. He never sat out, but he knew to get out when he did because of concussions and everything. He knew it was time,
Right.
and I respect them for not sitting out, but knowing, hey, oh yeah, it's that time. My body's starting to say it's over. Let me not push it. Let me actually be able to play with my kids and
Hmm.
everything else. So hats off to Derek Carr for being smart. And Saquon,
Yep.
you guys hit it. You guys were perfect again. Running backs don't have a long life. You get like what 7, 8 years. Derrick Henry's an exception because he's just been. He got looked like he got a little bit
That
younger
man's built like a tank.
when he joined Baltimore.
Hell
He did look
yeah.
like he got a little younger.
That's because he's built like a tank. So that the rules don't apply to him.
he got an exception like Myles Garrett.
Yeah, they don't apply to him.
So, but another one we gotta talk. I got a couple players for you guys because I saw a little segment on NFL.com about make or break players. It's their year. I want to know if y'all agree or not.
All right.
First one we're starting off with Sam Darnold getting this contract he got, 27.5 million for Seattle. Is it his make or break year? Or are we finally saying this is your last chance, Sam Darnold?
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
his last chance, in my opinion.
man. Oh, wait. I'm still shocked. I'm
Listen,
still backlashing off the whooping in the playoffs. Like you did all this all season untouchable, and you got here and got what,
Nope, we
man?
called it
What?
at the Stat
And
Junkies
then you go there
podcast
and
because
get
we knew what
paid.
Sam Darnold does in the playoffs, baby. He don't show up.
True, true.
start seeing
But if you
ghosts
go
again.
over there and go get paid, oh nah. Look, he went and collect the bag and he sold the bag. All right.
Hey, they're saying they
So
overpaid
that's
in
Listen,
we make
Seattle.
or break.
Comment saying he overpaid
Heck
in
listen.
yeah,
Seattle.
man, make him break.
Hey,
They
Seattle's known for this though.
comments right.
Seattle's known
Y'all
for
right in the
this.
comments, all right? He can make or
Do
break,
y'all
bro.
remember a quarterback of the name Matt Flynn?
Yep.
Definitely.
He had 3 good games in Green Bay, went over to Seattle and signed an absolute bag.
And did
Got
nothing.
paid.
Did
Didn't
And
nothing.
didn't
say,
start a single game for Seattle. Did not start because of a man named Russell Wilson took over. So like this is Seattle's MO. This is what they do. They always overpay their quarterbacks.
All right, I got one that I'm not sure if he should be on the list or not. You ready for this one? They got Justin Fields with the New York Jets. They're saying his
Yeah.
2-year, 40
This is
million
the
deal.
make or
This is
break year for
this is the
him.
make or break.
Yeah, this is a make or break for him. Like I said, if
Well,
you can't do it, I'm gonna say it because we all said okay, he has the ability, but Chicago didn't set him up. Okay, cool. Like that's fine. Pittsburgh kind of did him dirty, so we'll
They
give
did.
him a pass on that too.
right, right,
Now
right.
he is the man in New York. He's got weapons. They have a decent. They've revamped that offensive line a little bit. This is it. If he can't do it with this team, or at least be decent with
Yeah.
this team, then he's a bust. Like he's just gonna go down as a bust, in my opinion.
All right, Kai. Kai, we want to hear from you. You've been kind of silent on. You were silent on Sam Darnold. You still with us?
Sam Darnold's, yeah, Sam Darnold's trash. Whoever his financial manager is doing his job, and he's doing it well. Um,
Hey, for real.
it's really easy to have a good season when you have weapons like Jay Jettis. Um,
And and Kevin O'Connell is a quarterback whisperer. Let's not forget that either.
yeah, and you got Jordan Addison. I think I think I can just step back there and win some games too. But anyways,
Justin Fields, man. We'll just move to Justin Fields.
wow, yeah, I just sorry that just really got me hot for a minute.
I know it did. That's why I wanted to hear
Justin
from you.
Fields, Justin Fields, this is definitely his make or break season. Michael, I think you hit it right on the head. There's nothing else to it. You had your chances. You really kind of had a shitty situation. Uh, But you have weapons now. You have everything you need to succeed, and if you can't do it now, I don't think you ever will be able to. So this is definitely his make or break.
Gentry, now I heard you being a little back there. How you
I mean,
feeling?
nah, true. Because I feel y'all shouldn't have got rid of him so soon.
I mean, we don't
Well, that's
reopen
what I
wounds,
said.
bro.
Pittsburgh did him
You know
dirty.
what I
Don't
mean?
reopen
And then
wounds for
that's
us,
what
bro. Don't be that guy.
because right, and then no, I'm just saying, Mike hit it on the head. Like we gonna give him another chance because y'all kind of did him dirty, but shoot, I
He
would have
did.
signed him back. You feel me? Deep for the Jets. So
He would have been better
even
than
if
Aaron
y'all let him
Rodgers.
go, you feel me?
Would have
Kind of
been.
like you definitely. Kind of like
Bro.
how we did with Godwin. You feel me? We let Godwin go to the free agents, but we was like, hold on, come back over here, type. You feel me?
You realize what
Yeah,
you
right.
I
had
thought
there.
y'all was gonna do that to him.
All right.
But I mean, now that he back with some old state players in New York,
Hmm.
you feel me?
This is
Let's
his
see what he
time.
can do.
All right. Now we got a wide receiver, Chris Olave. They're saying this is make or break, including two such injuries last season. New Orleans picked up his 5th-year option this year, and he only finished 2004 injured with 32 catches and 400 yards.
It's hard for me to say make or break for Olave because I mean Derek Carr wasn't a good quarterback the last
No,
Right.
2 years that he's been there, and now we have no idea who their quarterback is gonna be in New Orleans.
Spencer
So I
Rattler.
mean, it's hard for me to say. You're right, which that's not even a great option either. So that's what I'm saying. It's hard for me to say that like this is a make or break season. When for receivers, if you don't have a good quarterback, what are you gonna do? Like if you don't have someone that can get you the ball, what can you do?
Right.
And they're agreeing in the comments saying, crappy QB play for Olave.
Hmm.
They don't agree with the make or
exactly,
break
and
here. They I tell you right now, the
Gotta get
comments are
out of
saying they
there.
don't agree.
yeah, I don't agree either. When you're getting consistent hospital balls thrown to you, it's hard. It's hard to stay healthy. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
You'd be
You
getting
ain't
facts.
wrong.
you'd be getting rocked out there, man.
Well, you ain't wrong.
Facts.
All right, so I think we're all
Yeah.
in agreement. Olave, no need to worry about him. Y'all need to quit tripping.
Nah, not now. Once they get a quarterback in there, then absolutely Olave better show up, or else he'll go under the bus category too. But they got to get a quarterback in there first.
Because he was nice his first 2 years when whoever the QB was clicking for a second. He was getting the yards and everything. I can't
Derek Carr.
remember. Oh, so it was Carr the
It
whole
was
time?
Derek Carr.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Carr the whole time.
All right, now I got two tight ends for you: Kyle Pitts and Mark Andrews. Which I didn't realize Mark Andrews is only 29 years old. I definitely thought the man was Travis Kelsey
Yeah.
age.
I mean, what else does Mark Andrews need to do? That man has been a dog
Well, last
for the
year he
last
was
like 4 or
crappy. A
5
lot of
years.
drop passes
Yeah.
wasn't there in the moments
Okay.
at all. So I
Yeah, he
understand.
had one bad year.
True, true. But I'm
So
just
I
telling
mean,
you what you're
yeah,
thinking.
I'll say this is make or break for him just because Isaiah Likely is there. And if
Yes.
Isaiah Likely is going to ball out like he did the last year, then Mark Andrews is going to be in right tackle by the end of the season. Kyle Pitts is a bust. I don't even know why we even still giving him chances. Kyle Pitts is an absolute
Has he
bust,
had a quarterback though?
and he is. Well, I mean, not
Who?
great quarterbacks, but I mean, he still
Because you
he
hate
had
Kirk Cousins.
I do
So
hate Kirk
I don't
Cousins,
want you
but
to say Kirk, even though he is in the past 10 years has the most passing yards. Just saying.
right. I mean, he can still. I'm not. I hate him simply because I think he's not the hype that everyone is giving
Oh
him,
no, he got it
but he's
bad.
not a bad quarterback. Yeah, I'm not. He's not a bad quarterback. Who's his other quarterbacks? I'm trying to think.
Um,
He wasn't there when Matt Ryan was there, so I
no,
don't know who his other
I know for a
quarterbacks were.
brief stint, I think it might have been Mariota for a second. Because wasn't he down in Atlanta for a
Mariota.
second?
Yeah, he's right.
Yeah, Mariota.
And now he has who's the pickup they just picked up? Oh, what's his name?
They
Penix.
got Penix.
Penix. Yep.
They got Penix.
They just got Penix. I mean, I don't know. I think Pitts is a bust, but it could. I guess we could say make or break season for him because Michael Penix is going to start. He looks like he's the truth. So now he's got a decent quarterback that he could play with. I still think he's a bust. I'll let you guys have your opinion, but I
Kai,
think he's a bust.
Kai, you've been quiet. How do you feel about Kyle Pitts?
Kyle Pitts is a bust.
Thank you.
Go.
The most overhyped tight end coming out of college I've ever seen.
No.
Probably of all time, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
That's two people on this
Um,
list. I kind of Kai's about to rose, bro. I need you to chill on these.
no, I'm just being honest.
Let him have it though, because it's
I think that
facts.
the
Hey, let
hype
him cook.
is,
All right.
yeah, the hype was nowhere near what we're getting out of him. We're consistently not getting it out of him. We get one or two good games a year. It's not cutting it.
I would say that Kyle Pitts is the Jamarcus Russell of tight ends.
Uh,
Wow.
that's saying
Yeah,
something right
I
there.
said it.
Money.
Yeah, he's the Jamarcus
Money.
Russell of
I
tight
said
ends.
it. Dang, that's bad.
But
Dang.
hold up.
Uh,
Okay, now somebody in the comments, not gonna say any names, but I don't think I agree with what they said. They said biggest bust since Aaron Hernandez and Kellen Winslow Jr. Do we call them bust? Like
Kevin Winslow Jr. I don't know. Would you say he's a bust? I say he's a bust because he didn't finish his career and went to jail. And Hernandez, obviously,
he was
I don't.
he was raw until he got
Was he a bust
murdered.
though?
He was
Yeah,
raw
I would
until he
was he a
say
got
bust
murdered.
though?
that's what I said. When he was playing, he was good.
Yeah.
He was the
I
truth.
was like, when he was playing, he was putting up numbers. It's just the problem was
He was
he
putting
was
up
too
other
busy
numbers.
playing GTA in his off time.
he is
So I mean,
he was getting
he was
the
catching
body counts up.
bodies. Yeah, yeah, right.
Uh,
So I mean, if you look at his stats though, when he played, he was putting up numbers.
And Kellen Winslow played for that. He started with the Browns, right? That's the dude we're talking about.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
yeah.
always
Kellen
thought he
Winslow
was
Jr.
good.
He
It's
played for the
just
Browns.
the comments are
He
saying
just
not
never played
GTA.
because he was hurt. I was like, this. He was always hurt, and then he also went to jail. So I mean,
Okay,
All
man.
right, now Kai, how do you feel about Mark Andrews?
I don't think it's just make or break season. I just think that this is his last chance in Baltimore. I think, like Mike said, likely playing great ball. He's a more athletic version of Mark Andrews. He's more of a wide receiver type of guy, which is what they need. He's going to go up and get a football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah, I think this is his last chance in Baltimore. Though if he doesn't perform, I think somebody will happily take him in.
You're not wrong. Now the comments got me intrigued. Do y'all know why Kellen Winslow went to jail? Because they're saying it's for a different reason. Winslow went to jail. Because I was thinking he looked like somebody that might have caught a body too.
No, it wasn't for the. I know it wasn't
Nah,
for murder. It wasn't for murder, but he did go to jail.
Well, in the comments, if y'all know, fill us in. I'm intrigued to figure out why he went because I didn't even know he went to jail. I just thought he retired.
He's still in jail.
Nah, see, I just thought he
No, he
retired.
went to jail.
Oh,
No, I'm looking at
never
it right
mind.
now. He got 14 years for rape and assault.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead and sit down, buddy boy.
Yeah, he's still in jail.
Good, good,
yeah, it
you
probably
said
should
good.
be.
good. Probably shouldn't get out, but that's for another different podcast. But
Right.
because there's a lot of NFL players we can go ahead and throw on a different podcast.
I
NFL
mean,
shaky
yeah,
for
he had a
the
whole
performance
podcast.
wise. No way. They just said in the comments got caught doing something in the parking lot with a thing of lube after the deed. My man, go sit down forever. Uh, um, Kellen Winslow,
You
I
know
had
what?
respect
I
for
do
you, but
vaguely remember that.
I had respect for you, but
I
you
do
just lost
vaguely
all of it.
remember that.
Also, I know y'all didn't peep it. Gentry, you might have peeped it before we go on to the MLB and finish this up. I was watching this boxing event yesterday, right? And they were in this hometown. These three brothers, big names, about to start making millions. Their one brother missed weigh-ins, weighed overweight, lost his belt, couldn't fight that night. The other brother won in a knockout, and the other brother got the hands put to him. Why the two brothers go and jump dude in the locker room after he beat the brother?
I mean, what else you
No
gonna do?
way.
Yeah,
What?
bro, Keyshawn Davis,
Gotta
Gentry, the Davis
stand on
brothers.
business.
I know you know who I'm talking about now. Yeah, the Davis brothers.
Wow, I did not
Yeah,
know. I ain't see that.
Calvin lost,
And he
and
did just
and
fight.
the two
Yeah.
brothers went and jumped homeboy in the locker room.
I mean, hey, you
I,
can't beat him in a fair fight. Might as well jump him.
And know what's crazy?
golly.
The younger brother Keyshawn that missed weigh-ins, he beat dude already, only in a unanimous decision. Like didn't knock him out or anything, but he beat dude. So like they already got one win against the dude as a family.
And now they got
That
two.
is nuts. I didn't know
No,
that.
no, we're not saying he got two. That's a bad look for boxing. That's what we're talking about. That is such a in your
Boy,
hometown. In your hometown, you miss weigh-ins when you're the main event. So the main event didn't even happen because the dude missed weigh-ins because you weighed 4 pounds over.
mhm.
So you already sold the bag there. Then your one brother lost,
Right.
sold the bag there. Then you go jump the dude in the background. You ain't never gonna touch another $1 million again.
Man, what? Yeah.
You
You
might as well
nuts.
just hang up boxing and become a coach.
Right. Yeah, no, he
That's like
definitely
that's like the
they're
equivalent of
done.
going to jump the pitcher that just beat you in Game 7 of the World Series. It's like going to jump him
Well,
afterwards.
remember that's when the remember when the Clippers and I think it was the Rockets they had their little beef and they had the LAPD was called.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's
Right.
similar to that. Like that's y'all literally fight for a living. Just schedule a fight against them and
Well,
then just make the weights and go
that
get
That,
above them.
that,
that's what I'm getting
what
at.
was man? Come on now.
Like you literally fight for a living. Just make the
And y'all
set a
go.
fight, make the weights, go fight
And
them.
you already fought him before, so you can get obviously you can weigh the same weight as him and get in the weight class, so you can fight him again. And you're the bigger name
Yeah, right.
attraction, so you can just say you want to fight him, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get that fight. They were on
And you
track.
get paid.
Yeah, they were on track because I know Michael and Kai, you guys don't really follow boxing like that. They were on track to be on the levels of Javante Davis and Shakur Stevenson type hype and stuff like that. Like they were right on knocking on the
Not no
door.
more.
They were
Not no
one fight
more.
away.
Yeah, no more. Definitely.
How do you
That's
feel as the one
crazy.
brother
I
that
ain't hear
isn't
about that.
that wasn't involved in the jumping? Your name's tied to them forever too. So your career probably suffers too, and you didn't even you got beat up in the ring. Like you got
I'd
beat
be
up in
like,
front of
brothers who?
everybody.
I'm like, brothers who? Who got brothers? I don't. I
But
don't got no brothers.
I don't know them. But like
Right, brothers.
they were about to have their own promotion. They had their own little logo already and everything. It's just sad to see. Like if you can't handle loss, that's another thing. Go beat a punching bag or something. Don't go jump that dude in the locker room after he won. That's just you deserve that he deserves to
That
be
is wild.
suspension. The suspension should happen.
Man,
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
you, hey, you,
He could technically, depending on what state they are, if they, uh, he can be tried, and like since he's a professional boxer, his
So
hands
that's like
can be
attempted
considered
murder.
deadly weapons. Yeah,
I mean, that's what I thought, but
Yep, you're correct.
it
You're
ain't no
yeah,
but. You got to. If you a boxer, you gotta go register your hands.
bro. Yes, and
yeah.
like they're big deals too and everything. And it's just that's a terrible. And you hit it right on the head, McCoy. Let's call it what it is. It's a coward move. Need to leave the and then
It
Herb
is
said you need
kind
to
of
leave the hood stuff at home. It's no need for that, especially in a sport that's trying to get back on the map, trying to rebuild its image because we all know boxing has fell off tremendously since the Ali days and
hmm
Tyson days. Now we're getting the hype back. You're
hmm
getting the Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight. You're getting these undefeated fighters fight other undefeated fighters now. And then you go and do a bonehead move like this. Now you
Yep.
just put boxing back another 2 3 years because now that's all you're gonna hear about for the next until another big fight happens. You're gonna hear about people getting jumped in the locker room. Now you have other people worried about if I beat this dude, is his entourage gonna come jump me in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, it's just a bad look for the whole sport. It's a bonehead, just stupid. Like,
And it sucks
tell
that
me you just don't want to be successful. Just say that. Just say you don't want to be successful.
it's a bad look for boxing because it had nothing to do with boxing in general, but it just happens that
I
it
won't
was
say that
boxers.
boxing. I won't say that it'll take a bad. I don't think boxing will suffer too much because I mean, look at football. They have all kinds of
True,
issues like this, but they're still tripping.
but their
I
careers,
think that those two careers are done.
even the brother that wasn't
Yep.
involved, he
Um,
might struggle too.
yeah, he will. He'll struggle through because he's associated with them.
You
But
know,
yeah, no, I don't think the sport of boxing will take that big of a hit, but definitely their careers
I
will take a
mean,
big hit.
that's it. That is wild. I ain't hear that.
That is wild. That
I
is
gotta go
crazy.
check that out.
yeah,
That's
yeah, it just
mind
happened
blowing.
last night because I was watching the whole pay per view only because Gentry Abdullah Mason was fighting on that card and he knocked dude out. That was crazy. But let's get back to where we can finish this off with the MLB because since we got Michael and Kai here, we got to talk about the MLB. So I think we first need to start with the rookies because I know I got one rookie I want to talk about. So I'll go ahead and start it off because I only got one name to throw out. Jacob Wilson.
Hmm
Let's see right now. 8 home runs, tied at first for rookies. Average wise, he's fourth, batting at 369. RBIs, he's first with 37 RBIs. On base percentage, he's fifth out of 406. I like what I'm seeing because I've seen a lot about him and I didn't even watch baseball and I've been hearing about him. Do I
Yes,
Who he
I'm a
play
big
for?
fan.
am I right to believe the
Who he play
hype?
for?
The A's.
Oh,
Yeah, he
okay.
plays for the
Yes.
A's.
Nah, I ain't hear. I ain't hear
Kai
too
Mike,
much.
fill me in about him. I've been hearing all about him. Is he worth the
They.
hype?
Oh, he's. I think he's definitely worth the hype. He's getting a lot of Derek Jeter comparisons.
Yeah.
Oh, he's. I didn't
And
even
he will
realize he's a
be.
shortstop.
Yeah, he will be the Athletics core to that team in the future. As long as they pay him, because he's gonna be a big contract type of guy.
Soon.
Hmm.
Like you talking right after rookie contract type stuff?
Yeah.
If he continues on this path, for sure. I was like, definitely.
All right. Well, who's some other rookies I need to look out for? I'm seeing. No, I'll let you guys go ahead because this is more you guys. Who do I need to look out for?
Kai, I'll let you take it. Go ahead, Kai. Take it.
I'm a big fan of Jack Haglione.
Hmm.
Uh,
What team
Yeah,
he
he
play
just got
for?
called up from the Royals.
Fill
He
me
yeah,
plays
in.
for
he
the
just got
Royals.
called up for the Royals.
What position he play?
Still hasn't played. Still hasn't played many games. Um, what'd you say, Mark?
What position he play?
He's a first baseman.
Yeah,
Okay, okay.
but he's getting a lot of hype. Had a um, great minor league stats. So I think he'll be a big name player to watch out for coming in here. I also want to see. We're gonna go to the Red Sox here.
Go ahead. I
I
love
want
it.
to see Roman Anthony. I want to see Roman Anthony get the call.
I was just getting ready. I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you
Yep, I want
how
to see
you feel
Roman
about
Anthony
the
get the
Reds.
call.
I hear
Yep,
there's a
because
couple
my
young
man
guys
should
at
have
the
been
Red
called up,
Sox.
in my opinion.
Yeah, it's about time to give Roman Anthony the call.
What position he
The
play
Red
for the
Sox
people
are
who don't
out
know, like me?
center field. He's a center fielder.
He's center
Oh,
fielder
we could
yet.
use a center
He's the
fielder
number
too.
one MLB prospect right now.
Oh, we got
Yeah.
an MLB number one prospect, boss man. Come on, Boston. You know we suck. Go ahead and call him up.
He,
We suck.
I was like, yeah,
He's
he should
he's
have
just
been called up, in my opinion.
he's destroying baseballs in the minor leagues. Boston needs a
Y'all,
spark.
We do.
y'all beat the Yankees, didn't y'all?
Yeah, but then they
They're
came back
playing
and
right
then
now.
they came back and smacked us. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, no, I thought it was 5-4 the Red Sox.
Hey, no, because we're gonna win a couple in the season, but when it come down to it, we ain't even gonna be in contention for anything that matters.
Why you say that?
because the Yankees are gonna steamroll Boston when it matters.
Oh yeah, yeah. In the 7 game series, New York's taking that all day. Every day.
In four, they
Yeah,
Boston might
without a
slip up
doubt.
and win one. I know where Boston stand. We young. They and from what I've been hearing, we got some young talents that could potentially make some names.
Boston Boston has three rookies that are tough. They got Marcelo Myers and
Okay,
they have Kirsten Campbell, who are both
Campbell's
tough.
already up though.
and they're
Yeah,
middle
so Kirsten
infielders, aren't
Campbell's
they?
already up.
Like shortstop and
So is
second baseman.
Marcelo too. Third
Yeah,
baseman second.
Marcelo.
Kirsten plays
Yeah,
second.
Okay, okay, okay.
yep.
You say third
And
base?
Marcelo plays
I'm
third.
a,
Okay.
Marcelo plays third.
All right. Another
yeah,
question.
Marcelo plays third.
Another question. I've been seeing a lot about Devers here lately. Has he woke up?
Man, Rafael Devers is a cancer.
He did
Uh,
for like a week. He hit good for like a week, and then he went right back because they were trying to move him to first. So he got
Oh,
mad about that again.
just trade him. I'm tired of hearing about that. Trade him.
Yeah, he's got to go.
You're an absolute cancer if you're not willing to transition positions to make your team
Right.
better.
We've seen big
They're
name
not
players
even
make
asking him to
decisions.
play a hard position. Yeah,
You talk
like that's just what you do in baseball. Like if you can play another position, you play another position. That's just what you do.
like who are you saying? The Padres and moved so many players to the outfield and stuff like that. Big
Yeah,
name players too.
everyone in their infield. Yeah, just about everyone who plays defense for them was a shortstop at one point.
You got to be willing
So
to
they
make
went and got a bunch of
sacrifices.
athletes. I mean, look at y'all. Many people don't know this, but Jose Ramirez, he came in as a second baseman and then got moved to third, and then the rest is history.
Hey, hey, the comments are asking if what y'all think about the Milwaukee pitcher. They think his last name is Patrick. Y'all know what's going on about that? I'm gonna look it up real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up too. Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
But they're asking you guys' opinions.
Oh, Chad Patrick.
If that, I assume so. If he plays for Milwaukee as a pitcher,
Yeah, he plays for the Brewers right now. Chad Patrick. I mean, he's having a pretty decent season. I mean, his ERA is a 2.84. I'll be honest, I don't know too much about him.
Are the
I
Brewers
don't
even
pay
good?
too close attention to the Brewers. Yeah, the Brewers aren't bad. They're not great, but they're not bad. But yeah, he's got a 2.84. He's got 22 earned runs and 14 games pitched. So I mean, he's not. It's not a horrible season. If you as a major league pitcher could be under three, and Kai can attest to this too. If you can pitch under a 3 ERA, that's a pretty good season.
Kai?
I was
Facts.
like, Kai could piggyback off of that too.
What's
Yeah,
his
but
record? What's his record?
3-5.
uh, 3 and 5. Yeah,
How old is he? Is he young?
he's 26. So yeah, he's pretty young. So he could be a pitcher of the future for sure.
Yeah, I don't really watch many Brewers games personally, but I'll definitely be on the lookout for him now, though.
Yeah, for sure. Now that I know his
Yeah,
name, I'm
now
gonna
I
check
want
him
to check
out.
him out. Now I want to check him out.
Because
And
yeah, just going off his stats, he looks like he could be the pitcher of the future. Which I mean, the Brewers need some help in the pitching department.
You guys know who my Cy Young favorite is.
Max Fried, you know.
You know it's Max Fried. You know it.
hey, I will
Oh,
say,
Chad Patrick's killing it. He leads all NL rookies in starts, innings, strikeouts, and
oh, so
wins
he's a
above
rookie
replacement.
at 20. This is rookie.
That's why I don't know about him. Yeah, he's a rookie.
Oh,
That
well
makes
then,
sense.
hey,
He just put
Yeah,
me
that makes
on.
sense. Yeah, I was like, shoot, I'll be keeping paying attention. Yeah, he's a pitcher of the future. He looks like next year he'll be the Brewers ace
hey, good
the way
spot,
he's
Will.
going.
Good spot, Will. I'll go ahead and give you a
Yeah, I
shout out.
appreciate that. Put me on.
And there's another comment. They said, we know Holiday isn't a rookie, but his little brother is projected #1 pick. How we feeling about this Holiday family prodigy? You got the one brother finally coming
Ethan's.
alive.
I think Ethan, in my opinion, from what I've seen, I think Ethan's better than Jackson. I'll let Kai give his opinion on it too, but just from what I've seen, we'll have to wait and see until he gets to the league. But I think Ethan will be better than Jackson, to be honest with you.
100% agree. Uh, Ethan Ethan has more natural power at the plate. Um,
Yeah, he hits more like his dad. His dad, Matt, was a power hitter.
yeah, much
He
more
he was hitting.
natural power.
Yeah,
Uh,
They're agreeing with you
much
guys in the
fluider
comments too.
swing personally. Yeah, I think he has a much smoother swing personally. But
yeah,
Jackson is a much better fielder.
yes. I think Ethan will be a much better hitter. Jackson's gonna win a couple Gold Gloves though. I was like, Jackson's got a smooth glove.
All right, time out.
Um,
Time out. I'm glad the comments said this. They said little brothers are usually better because I'm glad we're in this brother debate because I've been waiting to bring this up for a while.
being true.
And I've been hearing chatters about it for a while. How do we feel about saying Bryce is better than Bronny?
I think he's got more natural ability. I think he's got the size. He's got more of LeBron's size. He's got. I think Bronny has like the work ethic. Like he wants to be great. Like you could just tell by the way he works at it. I think Bryce is a little bit more laid back, but he has more natural, like he's ability, in my opinion. Um, I'm not ready to say Bryce is better than Bronny until I see him play in college. So once I see him play in college,
We
that's when
should
I'll
see that
call it.
what this year he committed to
Yeah, this
Arizona.
year he'll be in Arizona. Yep. So we'll see it this year. But in my opinion, I'm not ready to say that yet. But I think he definitely has the bigger upside for sure. I think Bryce has the bigger upside.
And anybody want to give their opinions?
Man, I think Bryce is dropping a bucket on Bronny's head right now.
Hey, I didn't want to be the first to say it, but Bryce picked it up a lot sooner.
I
Like you
ain't
started
checking
hearing
out
about
from
Bryce
when.
a lot longer at a younger age
But to go into that little brother
Yeah.
debate, though, that is typically how it happens.
because you're
Because,
constantly battling the older
because for
brother.
example, right, and like if you know your older sibling starts training for whatever sport, you're probably getting dragged along
Mm-hmm.
because you don't have a babysitter or anything like that. So you're going to the practices, you're sitting and watching, you're listening to dad who's coaching and everything like that. especially when your dad is Matt Holiday or LeBron James, you're paying attention to what they're saying. So of course, like then when it comes your turn to start trading, you remember all those things, so you start to pick it up a little quicker because you remember everything that you were listening to your dad tell your older brother.
My little brother could never mess with me on the baseball field.
Gentry,
Just throwing that out there.
I
hey,
don't know. I'm waiting on him to comment because I know if he's watching, he's about to say something crazy.
he was in the comments earlier to let us know that we can come join the flock if we're ready. But
I know
Gentry,
if he's listening, he's about to say something crazy.
Gentry, I know we talked about this. So I want to hear your opinion. Bryce Abrani, go.
Oh, sure. Well, I mean, from seeing it and we knowing it, I mean, we don't watch Brownie. I mean, Bryce from you know what I mean. We've been watching. What was that? 2000 2020. We was watching Bryce.
Yeah, yeah.
So I mean, for him to get to college now and see what he can do, shit, it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, Brownie, I mean, he still got some ways to go. You feel me? He
He had
just
a
getting
major
to the
setback.
league,
He had a
so
major setback.
yeah.
I
So
mean, he did almost die.
I mean,
So
We can't forget about
right.
that. He did have a
So I
major
mean,
setback. So we'll go off Bronny before the setback.
all right.
yeah.
That's what you got
I
to
mean,
compare it to.
he was cool. Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I think yeah, Bryce though got it. He definitely got it.
They're saying Bryce just locked in, but now we got to talk about this MVP race for the MLB because we all know Judge is killing it. We all know this, so we don't need to. Even though I know Kai would love to go on about him.
We should talk about it. He's hitting a 390 right now. We should probably talk about it.
I tried the
That's
great.
I
insane.
I tried
mean,
to graze over it real
That's
quick.
absolute.
I
Listen,
tried. I tried.
390 in this day and
it's great.
age. In this day and age, where most pitchers are throwing 96 plus, is absolutely absurd.
You're not wrong. I see 21 home
Shoot,
runs and 51 RBIs too.
teacher man hitting, give that man a raise. He's doing his thing with Aaron Judge, and he's the greatest hitter of all time. I don't care what anybody says.
I mean,
I mean, if
at
we're
this rate,
talking
you can't
at
argue.
this point, we might as well just. I mean, I'll shout out a couple other people who are playing and going
No,
crazy in
no,
the
there's no
AL,
debate.
but
There's no
it's
debate.
gonna be yeah. There's no debate. Like I'll mention the names, but in my opinion, in the AL MVP race, there's no debate. It's Aaron Judge.
Yeah, they gave
I'll
names
shout
like
out Kyle Rowling
Cal
though.
Raleigh and Bobby Witt. They were throwing out there.
Yeah, but
Is Fernando
for the
Tatis in that
AL
side?
MVP, no, he's in the NL.
Okay, okay. So yeah, no, just Bobby Witt and Cal.
Yeah, and then on the NL side, I mean, it's easy to say Shohei, obviously,
Ooh, I can't wait. I
but
can't
I
wait for
think they
this.
I was like, it's easy to say Shohei, but I think they should look at Pete Alonso a little harder. I think what Pete Alonso's doing over there, he's got the most home runs right now, and I think that was it home runs or RBIs that he's leading? I can't remember.
RBIs, because Cal Raleigh right now is leading
RBIs. I
home
was gonna
runs with
say
25, or well 26. He's just homer
okay.
today,
I was gonna say I knew he was leading in one of those stats, but he's got the most RBIs right now.
batting a
I think Pete
296.
Alonso's, hmm which for a first baseman that is mainly a power hitter, that's pretty good for him to be batting a 296. So that's why I said that would be my pick, but I do think Shohei's going to run away with
I'm
it.
glad that
You
you.
could also look at Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yep, I'm so
Pete
glad you said
Crow,
that because I was about to call on Kai because you said Pete and I thought you were going with Crow, but you said Alonzo. Kai was
give it
hyping up
to
Crow.
Pete Crow.
Hold up, hold up,
Pete
hold up.
Crow is
Before you go on,
another.
there's a question for you, Kai. I gotta get this off.
What we got? What we got?
I have a question for Kai about pitchers. Do you think pitchers today are less skilled and just throwing hard compared to pitchers before with more of a different pitcher's handbook? That's coming from your boy McCoy.
Ooh, that's a good question, actually. I like that question.
Repeat that for me one more time.
Hey, he's been killing it in the comments. I don't know if I know y'all can't see it, but he said, "Do you think pitchers today are less skilled and just throwing hard compared to pitchers before with more of a different pitcher's handbook?"
No, pitching today is at the best it's ever been all time. Um, Guys are throwing the ball with 28 inches of break nowadays, which is absolutely crazy.
Insane.
Um, Guys are throwing 92-mile-an-hour sliders, 103-mile-per-hour cutters. Um, the game now is a completely different style of game that was played. I would say 10 years ago, let alone 20 to 30. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right.
The pitching now, it's almost to the point where the sport's becoming unenjoyable.
All right. Well,
If that makes sense.
they commented back as in throwing a different variety of pitches.
Ooh, I still think no. I still think no. I mean,
I was gonna say I can chime in on this one. I think that the variety of pitches are still there. Like you still have good sliders, you still have good curveballs, you still have good sinkers. Um, I think throwing hard only just does a better job of setting those pitches up because it's a lot harder to go from throwing a 100 mile per hour fastball and then having to face a 82 mile per hour curveball. So I think it just sets them up. But yeah, I agree with Kai. Where pitching is at right now is otherworldly.
There's a
This is a totally different level of pitching, but I don't think that the variety of pitches is really hurt at all. Kai, you can chime in on that too, but I don't think variety of pitches really is hurt
yeah,
that much, to be honest.
there's another comment saying pitchers are more skilled and imaginative.
Yes, that is a good way of putting it. Yes, yes, very much so.
You hit it on the head.
and the analytical era has changed the way pitchers can work and operate now, and I think that's made the game for the best pitching wise.
Yes.
But I will. I don't really watch baseball, but the dude did say, and I have seen this a lot. You don't really see pitchers have more than three pitches usually. Do you need more than three pitches?
That's main.
Starters will have more than three. Your relievers
I was
don't have
getting,
more than three normally.
yeah, I was getting ready to say that's mainly like your back of the bullpen guys, like your setup guy, your closer.
Because that
Those are the ones that'll have three pitches.
because that was their comment. They said that they use on a regular, but they are agreeing with what you guys are saying. They do agree with it.
I think bring back a knuckleballer though. Bring back the knuckleball.
Hey, I saw this
I
mean
agree. No,
14U champion dude throw a knuckleball, Kai, that I swear if he would have do that to a senior high schooler, he might have buckled him. That thing was deadly at 14U. I ain't never seen a
I
uh,
want
14-year-old
to.
rear back and throw
I
a
want to see
knuckleball that
90
way.
mile per hour knuckleballs, bro.
that's disgusting. If someone threw that, they got to be banned from the game. That's disgusting.
They have a guy who throws an 87-mile-an-hour knuckleball. I forget what
That's
team it's
disgusting.
for.
Could you imagine?
That is this. Is it in the MLB?
Yeah, he
Is
plays.
it Matt? Is it Matt Waldron of the Padres?
No, Corey Lewis. He's a Twins
Oh,
prospect. There's an 87-mile-per-hour knuckleball.
That's insane.
that's disgusting.
Could
I
you
couldn't
imagine?
imagine. Now he should be banned. Like that is disgusting.
I want to
You
see
know, a
more of
pitch,
that.
oh, you know a pitch I want to come back.
Go ahead.
Bring back the ephus. I don't want to see an ephus.
That shit just so
Bring back.
bad for real arm.
I
That
know
they
it's
be
horrible.
torching UCLs, man. Torching.
Oh, I know. I know why it will never come back. It is horrible for your
I'd love to
arm,
see the
but
screwball again too, but
the
rotator
screwball
cuffs
would
are
be
still
cool.
trying to this day.
Yeah, right. The screwball was nasty, but like you said, it yeah, rotator cuffs are done for.
You're not wrong. Now let's finish up this MVP talk because we got started on Pete Crow Armstrong because everybody wants to talk about Shohei. And before you guys go on about Pete Crow, Shohei is doing Shohei things. 294 batting, 23 home runs, 39 RBIs, OPSs, fourth in the league. But I'm not amused. I'm not entertained by all that. I'm really not. I expect it from him. Like every year, Judge
Yeah.
does
I
something
mean,
more crazy to add on to his hitting. Like it isn't just he's doing the same hitting numbers. No, his numbers are getting better.
no, I mean, Pete Crow is a great option for the MVP. I mean, he's got 15 home runs, 51 RBIs,
Now
19
17.
stolen bases.
Now
Yeah.
17 home
So,
runs.
I mean,
See, let me end this debate. MVP is the most valuable player, right?
Facts.
right.
You take Shohei off the Dodgers are fine. You take Pete Crow off the Cubs are below 500. They're sitting at
Yep.
first in their division right now. This debate's over. Give it to Pete Crow.
Yeah, I agree. Also, too, yeah, I was like, I agree. They got a Pete Crow's teammate Kyle Tucker in here, but I
Yeah.
don't think he's really doing that much to be considered. But yeah, I mean, I agree. Like he said, it's the most valuable player for a reason.
Hey, I've always liked Pete.
And
I love a good outfielder. I'm a sucker for them. So I'd like to see Pete win it. Now,
yeah, my vote would be Pete, to be honest. Either Pete Alonso or Pete Crow Armstrong. Give it to either one of them.
they're calling Kai's take a mic drop, by the way.
I
End
mean,
of story, yo. End of
it
story.
is what it is. It is what it is.
Now, we do also
That's exactly what it was.
talk about somebody who probably could have been in the MVP race, but I just saw he went down. Corbin Carroll. What do the Diamondbacks do now?
They're in trouble.
Try to hold it together until he gets back. That's the best
He
you
ain't
can
coming
do.
back. He ain't coming back this year.
Oh, he ain't coming back this year?
No, he tore his UCL. He needs
Oh, I
time.
didn't see. I knew he got hurt, but I didn't know what he did. But yeah,
Yeah, he's getting Tommy.
that's tougher though. Yeah, he's done. We'll see him middle of the season next year.
It's
Yeah,
tough to
that's
see him
they're-
go down because he was the Diamondbacks.
That's tough.
They're in trouble.
Yeah, they're in big trouble.
And
Zach Gallen has to step up big time. Zach Gallen has to take
Yeah.
over that ace spot. Merrill Kelly has to throw the best ball he's ever thrown. They got Brandon Fyatt. He's making strides and shows potential, but has to be consistent.
I'm hearing a lot of question marks. That's all I'm
Yeah, that's the
hearing.
problem. They need a lot of things to go right. Zach Gallen has to absolutely take over this pitching staff and
Yeah,
hope everybody else plays their role.
that's it. I mean, there's nothing else they can do at this point. Just exactly like Kai said, he's got to take over and hopefully keep it going, and then hope that everyone else does their job. Maybe
Right
they
now
can make
they're
a
not.
deal. No, maybe like look to make a deal at the trade deadline. Maybe go get another pitcher, but I mean that's the only thing I can even think of outside of what Kai said.
All right, and there's another player I want to
The
talk
team,
about. Oh, go ahead.
the Diamondbacks have a starting pitcher ERA of 4.45, which puts them at 24th in the league. And your ace just goes down. You're in trouble.
Yeah, that's not good. You're in big trouble. You can't keep runs off the board. You're not going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
You're not wrong. Now, there's one more player that I want to talk about before we end it out. All right, give me a hug and kiss and go to bed. Say hi. Say hi real quick and go.
Hi.
All right, now go to bed. Go lay down. But another player we got to talk about because I've been seeing it everywhere. Ellie De La Cruz. And I'm not talking about all his greatness. What is going on with this man's strikeouts?
It's either home run or strikeout for him.
I
at this
hear
point.
it's
That's what it's looking
crazy
like.
at this point. I hear his vision is at a crazy number.
Yeah, his vision's not great. I saw somewhere he's on track to break the record.
Mm-hmm.
I forget what record, but there's a record of strikeouts
I think it's like 500.
that is like getting struck out that he's pretty close to already.
He's already in the 300s.
And yeah, like he's getting pretty close to that. So I mean, he's just got to improve his vision, which is something that can be improved upon. Like he's just, but right now with him, it's either a home run or it's a strikeout, which that's not going to cut it for too long. That's going to work for a little while, but that's not going to cut it for too long.
All right, hitting coach.
Also,
What's
too,
oh, go ahead.
something else to talk about. Something else to talk about too. He needs to clean up some of his errors too. Kai can take it from here, but yeah, he's committing a lot of errors right now too. So he needs to clean up some of that right now too. But
All right, hitting coach. What does he need to do before we go ahead and wrap it up here? What does he need to do?
I mean, his approach absolutely sucks. Uh, he's taking pitches he shouldn't be taking and swinging at pitches he shouldn't be swinging at.
yeah, there it is.
And they need to move him to center field.
The comments
Point
are
blank
saying
period.
this is what happens when we preach power hitting over just being a consistent hitter that puts the ball in play.
Yep.
Oh, exactly. This is
That's
the launch
exactly
era.
what happens.
This is the launch angle era. Everybody wants
Mhm.
to see how far they can launch a ball instead of just barreling up a baseball and hitting it backside and doing their job.
Yeah, whatever
Um,
coach was sorry to cut you off, Todd, but whatever coach was like teaching this to him was an idiot because how fast he is, he should be trying to get on base any way possible and then just stealing around because the most plays like he's electrified and like changed the game has been like him stealing a base over him hitting home runs. So that's my take on that. But go ahead, guy.
yeah, the problem is we're in the analytical era. Everybody wants to see those numbers pop up on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see that launch angle. They want to see that exit velocity instead of just simply playing the game and doing their job.
Yep.
A Rod's been preaching it for a
Yep.
while. I've been seeing hitting things where he's talking about everybody wants to drop the bat for that launch angle instead of going at the ball. Pete, I think it was Pete Rose got in on it before he passed away.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I don't agree with that chop down shit that they be preaching because they didn't do
I
it in
was
their career.
Yeah, I
But
was
I
gonna
do
ask you
get what you're
about that because
saying.
they did show videos right after they said it of them not doing that at all. A Rod was a
I
big culprit of dropping that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the chop
what they're
down
trying
thing.
to do is show you a feel. They're not showing you exactly what you're doing. So you want to feel
Yep.
your body getting into that position, not actually doing it.
Right.
Young hitters, if you're watching this, please do not do that.
Yeah.
You want to turn the hands as we rotate. We don't drop the barrel. We turn the hands. We keep everything in line. We keep everything square.
No.
You hear that, young hitters?
There it is.
If
Pay attention. He knows what he's talking about.
you want to, hey, quick shout out. You want to learn to hit? Get a hold of Coach Kai. He'll show you the right ways. We call him the hitting
Yep.
guru for a reason. All right. I might be the
Yep.
stat guru, but that man gonna show you how to hit and show you the
Yep.
proper way to do it.
But yeah. Right. Exactly. And that's how you do it.
That's a mic drop right there.
Hey, you ain't wrong. Other than that, you guys feel like we missed anything? Gentry, I know baseball isn't me and your strong point here. You got anything we missed on the
Yeah, I
other
know.
sports?
No. Mm, I'm
No,
gonna
all I'm gonna say.
just tune
Oh,
in
sorry, go ahead.
into these dang finals. I know that much.
Yeah, this one's
But
Mm-hmm.
no,
over.
other than that, shoot, I just can't. You know me. Can't wait for that season to hit.
Yeah, that's why we gearing up for your specialty. Michael and Kai, anything you like to add? Because I know we ain't had you on for the past couple baseball pods. Anything we missing?
No. No. I think we covered just about everything. All I'm gonna say is check out the AUSL. As a softball coach, it's cool to see a professional softball league. You know, to give girls a chance to like do something other than college. So that's all. That's what I'm gonna say. Just check out the AUSL.
I know I'll be tuning in. Kai,
Uh, Guardians are putting up Carlos Santana and David Fry in the trade block before All Star break.
Oh man, I hate this. I think it's a good move, to be honest. I hate it because I like Carlos Santana. He's a fan favorite, but it's a good move, especially right now with Santana, who just had a 14-game hit streak. it's a good time to like try to put him,
My
shop him around.
problem, my problem is what are you gonna get?
I mean,
Santena's what 38, 39?
yeah, he's 39.
David Fry's hitting like a 170 right now.
Yeah, we should. Yeah, he's hitting like garbage.
What is putting those two on the trading block really gonna get you? Um, you're
I
in it.
think they're
You're in it.
hoping that like I think the Guardians are hoping that someone will take Fry based on what he did last year in the playoffs. Like they're trying to bank off of his success in the playoffs last year, hoping that someone will take him for that. But yeah, like you said, the MLB's a "what have you done for me lately" kind of league.
Yeah, I mean you're third in your division. You're within striking distance. I think this is just Guardians doing typical Guardians things or Indians things back in the day.
Yep, ain't
Um,
nothing changed but the name.
Mm-hmm.
they're in contention and they're gonna get rid of
I,
key pieces for a couple draft picks and a couple bags of chips.
yeah, I think they're hoping that they can get like a someone to kind of help replace Ben Lively. I think that's what they're going for. But we have Shane Bieber coming up soon. Like he's doing rehab starts right now. Like so
Rehab
he'll be
starts in
back
Akron.
soon.
That's Friday.
Does he?
Yep, his first rehab starts at Akron on Friday.
I might have to try to go hit one of
I knew
those.
you were
But
gonna
yeah, but
say
like when
that.
we got Bieber, but Bieber is on his way back. So I think I'm with you. I think we should hold the ship down. You know, unless like a ridiculous offer comes through for those two. But I can see why they're shopping them. So like I'm cool with that. But I think we should just hold the ship down until Bieber gets back, and then I think our pitching rotation will be fine after that.
All right, all right. I like all those takes, and we're nearing our time, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up here. All I gotta say is, I appreciate all the support we got on this pod. I love the comments that were going on. They were really tuned in on this podcast. I
The
want y'all to know
questions were
that.
fire. I want to shout out the questions were
Hey,
absolutely fire. Keep
Kai's
that up.
Kai's boy bounced back. I think I was saying the right McCoy. I hope I was saying it right the whole
Yeah,
pod.
that's my boy Steve. Shout out
Hey,
Steve, man.
Hey, he was coming through with the questions. All right, even Will put us on to a player. Our comment. Hey, our
You
listeners are
did.
starting to tune in now, and we appreciate all the support. Remember to like and share the pod on Facebook. It will be up on Apple Pod. Sorry about the last pod. I didn't know that there was a certain time limit that was supposed to be, and we exceeded the time limit, so I couldn't get the last pod up. But this pod will definitely be up, and will always be on YouTube. And the shirts are in the process. So stay with us. Stay tuned. We will have merchandise here soon to put out for the podcast so we can go ahead and support the cause and everything else. Other than that, this was a hell of a pod, guys. Appreciate you guys for coming through. Y'all killed it. And just remember, stats don't lie. We out.
We out.
Peace.
Peace.